Hey everyone, I'm Bill.
And I'm Pogna.
And we're with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. We're here in Middleton at the infamous Perry's Deli. We just had a little bite to eat.
Yum, 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 yum.
And we're heading out to, or towards Lake Berryessa. We're actually not going to head to Lake Berryessa. We're going to head to Lake Hennessey today. So we're going to take you on the back roads, a little new ride again. Show you guys some new roads up here in the Lake Berryessa area. But let's get on these bikes. So I'm on the R NineT Racer and Pogna's on the
trusty MT-09, of course.
Trusty MT-09. So let's get on these bikes and show you guys these back roads here. All right, guys. So we're geared up. We're here at Perry's Deli, the infamous Perry's Deli. If you guys are local to the area, you guys know Perry's Deli, and you guys have probably all been up here. So this used to be during the Berryessa GP. A lot of times you'll come up here, have lunch, and then head back through. But today we came from Lake County, so we actually came from the direction that we're heading right now. But we came from this direction, grabbed lunch, and now we're going to head back just to the intersection up here, and then we're going to be taking a right, and we're going to be talking, I'm going to be talking about the R NineT Racer, some of the mods we've done to it, some of the mods we're about to do to it, and how much I absolutely love this bike. But stay tuned, because Pogna is also gonna have a video for you guys. You ladies, what are you gonna talk about, babe? All kinds of women, the lady stuff. So that's like the third time today I've gone to downshift into first. We're non-GP shift on this yet, and I've gone to like all the way to 6th gear. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, this is the only bike in the collection that we have that doesn't have GP shift, so it's been a little bit of a challenge, but all right. So we've got 23 miles of road, baby. All right, guys, so we're on the back roads here heading towards Lake Berryessa, and I want to give you guys some updates on the R NineT. And you guys have probably already seen the video, but we've got carbon fiber bits added to the bike, some valve cover some valve covers, and we've also got some of the injector covers and this front cover here. So I've been talking about Eddie about painting the bike, and I know the white is kind of the traditional, you know, M Sport style, but I don't really like the white. I've never had or never really cared for white bikes, so I think we are going to change the white. So I need some help. I need some comments down below. Please feel free to comment down below with some ideas. Now, here are the ideas for color. We're either going to do a satin or gloss black, or a satin or gloss very dark gray, almost like a black. I'm kind of leaning more towards the gray. I'm kind of leaning more towards a satin with a little bit of metallic in it. I think it would be very cool. So it's not super shiny, but it doesn't have that matte finish. It'll kind of match the carbon fiber bits that we've got. So comment down below, tell me what you guys think as far as what color should we go with the paint. Now, on the side of the bikes, you know that there's the 2 blue and red stripes. I don't like them that much, but I like the style of it. So I was talking to Eddie this morning about either making them smaller, which is an option. So let me know if you think the side of the bike, smaller stripes in that, remember we're on a gray bike now, in the blue, blue, red, or do we remove them? Or do we change the colors of them? Do we make them like black and gray instead? So comment down below, tell me what you think as far as the paint options. As far as performance, I'm looking at getting possibly the Rapid Tune bike, the Rapid Tune, yeah, I guess that's what it's called. So I'm thinking of going that route with the ECU Tune. And we do have the Boss headers, which I absolutely love. And I don't mind the sound of the stock exhaust. Hopefully you guys can hear it a little bit. But it's a pretty big muffler, and I want to try to get rid of that muffler. So Two Bros is custom making me an exhaust system for it, so we're going to be able to tuck it away from the single-sided swing arm, which is going to be super cool. And then also what we're going to be able to do is get a little different sound out of the bike. So excited for that. So that's exhaust is taken care of. I've been kicking around doing the side air intake filters, but I've been reading more and more about the not necessarily lack of performance, but more of the doesn't really do much, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get rid of this stock air box. So do we keep the stock air box, or do we modify them and put the 2 big air filters on there? So comment down below on that one. Let's see, what else are we going to get going on this thing? You know, there's not much as far as the accessories, the covers, the levers, the rear sets. There's not much out there. I believe, I'm going to butcher it, it's like Rizoma. They're pretty much one of the only aftermarket parts companies. So the problem that we have is that their parts are super expensive. Good quality, don't get me wrong, but we're talking $200 for one lever, $400 for a set of levers. We're talking, you know, $600-700 for a set of rear sets. So these little caps, they're like $120. So do we go that route, or do we just leave them be? I think I might just leave them be, but let's comment down below. What do you guys think? Steering dampener, suspension. Let's talk about steering dampener and suspension. What are we going to do? I think Ohlins rear shock, and I think I'm going to do drop-ins. It's about $1,600 for the set, and I think it's going to be a very good setup. So I think that's where we're going to go. Now the steering damper, it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But do we drop the $300 and go with an Ohlins steering dampener? So comment down below, suspension, or do you guys know of something different, something better that I should be looking at? So comment down below on the suspension. Now, I'm going to get ready. We're at 525 miles, so I'm getting ready to do the first service on the bike. The tires are adequate for what I like. I will probably end up putting the Power RSs. I love me my Power RSs, so I'll probably stick with the Power RSs, but I really don't mind the MT09 tires. And the MT09, as far as lean, it's very much, lean angle is very much similar to this. And geez, we've got such incredible miles out of those Road 5s. I'm considering doing road 5s on this. So let me know. I'm not a Dunlop person. The Q3 Pluses I might have considered, but I'm really looking. I really like the RSs. I run them on all my other bikes, so I really enjoy them. So I think tires will come to that at some point. If you guys have seen the bike, I do have the forged wheels, or the aluminum wheels. I do not have the wire spoke wheels. Thank God. I do not like the wire spoke wheels, so I'm very happy that we've got I'm not sure if they're forged. I don't think that that's correct, but they're that, you know, the aluminum wheel. Let's talk about brakes, because the brakes I don't mind, but are we going to have to kick up the brakes a little bit? Suspension, a little bit more performance. We're going to be running this thing a little bit faster. Are the brakes adequate? I think right now the brakes are fine, really. I think that the brakes, I'm not a big, super heavy braker, but I do love me on my Gixxer. I love the brakes that are on that. So I might end up with a Brembo caliper, or excuse me, a Brembo Master. We have already got steel braided lines from the factory, so that's nice. And the Brembo calipers are fine. I will probably switch over to more of an aggressive brake pad. And rotors, I believe the rotors are the same as my 15 BMW S1000. So I believe, as much as I haven't seen many rotor options for this bike, I believe those rotors will work. So I think that's going to be something that I'll look into when I pull this front wheel off, because I do have a set of making sure Wagner's behind us. I do have a set of the S1000 brake rotors, so we'll check those out and see if those are the same, and if they are, do we change out the rotors? Now we're talking about the full front brake system. So there's a lot of things that we can do to this. Now this is my street bike. I think I'm going to keep this for the street. I know I've talked about doing the Boxer Cup and the Armor rounds and stuff like that. The Armor rounds were this weekend. I haven't talked to Sean with motorcycle.com, but you guys have seen that video, and you can see how much fun I have on this thing on the track. So, but I think, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep this the cool racer bike, or the cool street bike, but give you that racer vibe. This thing, the looks that this thing gets is just amazing. You don't see them much. So I really think I'm gonna keep with it as just my dedicated street bike. So where do we go as far as the modifications, right? Do we go full on, or so? Shoot me some comments down below, guys, because I need some help. I need some help on deciding what do we do with this thing, and when do we do it? Do we do it right now? Do we get some more miles on this bike? So it's that's the city was Pope Valley. So take a right over there, and that's going to take us over into I think it's Agwin, little city where the Uribes live. Got to see them out at Moto America this weekend. And if we're coming up here, if we take our left, that would take us out to Berryessa. But today, we're not heading over to Berryessa. We're heading straight into Lake Hennessey. So, as far as the ownership of this thing, I absolutely love this bike. Now, I sold the 2020 S1000, and it wasn't even gone yet, and I bought this bike. Now, I was looking at this bike, and if you guys saw the review, I said I really wanted to buy this bike, and it just happened to come kind of at the right time. I got a deal on this bike. The incentives that I got from BMW and ANS, thank you Randy with ANS Motorcycles for the amazing deal you gave me on this bike. But I just thought, you know what, I love it. I wanted another street bike, and I broke it in on the track, and to my unexpected surprise, I love this thing on the track as well. It's really a fun track bike. It's not super fast, so it really doesn't compete with my 2015 S1000, but we will revisit the 2015 replacement at some time. Will I be getting a 2020, 2021 BMW S1000? I've talked about it. It is likely that I will not be getting like the M package style, but yeah, so we've got some good plans for the S1000, and of course this bike. I absolutely love this bike. I really enjoy this bike. So if you guys are coming over for the R9T, stay tuned, because I will have a lot more content on this. We'll be at Thunder Hill on September 16th. I will have this bike out there, so stay tuned for that. But give me some ideas below, please, guys. What do I do? When do I do it? How do I do it? Let me know what you guys think. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and for now work on the paint scheme and what we want to do with the paint, and then kind of go from there. So but as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, and as always, leave me a comment down below. But until next video, guys, we will see you then. Thanks, and bye-bye.